Om Vigneshwaraya Namaha, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Thanks to all my teachers and gurus. Last 1 week, the media and social media, YouTube channels, and everything is talking about US presidential 2024 election. And they are all saying the poll predictions and so many reports showing that it is a tight race between sitting Vice President KamalaHarris and former President Donald Trump. Earlier, I have done the analysis who is winning US presidential election, and in that I have analyzed both the horoscopes, their natal chart, and with respect to dasha period in effect currently during the election time. But I have not done the transit analysis because I felt that it is not necessary, where this earlier analysis clearly shows the advantage to sitting Vice President Kamala Harris winning 2024 US elections and creating a history, becoming a first female president. I wanted to do the transit analysis also. And in addition to media reports, I have also seen so many YouTube channels with Western astrologers predicting both ways, of course. But here I wanted to just tell the difference between the Vedic astrology and Western astrology. Western astrology is a sun sign based astrology and mainly analyzes about the transit position with respect to sun sign and natal chart. And they also include the modern planets like Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. But in Vedic astrology, the transit is done based on the moon sign and on the natal chart. So that is what we are going to see in this video. So first, we will take Donald Trump's natal chart and simultaneously the transit chart also. It is shown on your screens. You can see now. Last video we have seen Jupiter is dasha lord, Venus is antardasha lord, and Moon is the Prityandra dasha lord. So we have to see mainly these three planetary position, how is placed in this transit. In short, Jupiter, Venus are placed in beneficial position. So I will move on to the next slides with these key points. Dasha Lord Jupiter placed well in 7th in the transit from the natal moon shows the happiness. Antardasha Lord sitting in the natal moon shows the comforts and happiness also. But the moon in transit placed in the second house to the natal moon indicates there is obstacles and loss. Apart from that, only other beneficial planet placed in the transit is Ketu, which is in 11th house from the natal moon, shows the authority and gains. But important planets like Mercury, Sun, Mars, Saturn, and Rahu, there are 5 planets which are not favorable in transit with relation to natal moon. Mercury is in the first house, shows the losses. Sun and Mars also shows losses and insults. The Saturn and Rahu shows the wickedness and the quarrels. So overall, in transit, Trump has 3 planets favorable, but all the other 6 planets are not favorable. The important point to note is Moon, Prityandra Dasha Lord, in the second house shows the loss and obstacle, which is very, very important. Now we will move on to Kamala Harris natal chart and the transit position, which is on the screen now for your reference. Here, I wanted to point out one very, very important point. That is, Jupiter, Mars, Sun, and Saturn positions in the transit is exactly same as position in the natal chart, including Jupiter and Saturn are in retrograde in both transit and natal chart. So this is a very unique. Probably this is the indication that she may be creating a history, what is in the natal chart, and it is repeating in the transit position. Apart from that, now you will see the key points in relation to transit to the natal moon. The dasha lord Rahu is in 12th house to the natal moon, shows some worries and frustrations. Antardasha lord Venus is also not placed well because it is in the 8th house to the natal moon, shows the mental stress she is going to go through this period. But the moon, the lord of Prityandara Dasha, is sitting very favorably in 9th house to the natal moon, shows the fortune, authority, and power. And apart from that, Jupiter and Mercury, Saturn and Ketu all placed well in the natal transit in relation to the natal moon. Mercury and Jupiter gives the success and gains. Saturn shows the gains, and Ketu especially shows the success over enemy. Ketu is a very key planet which is in the 6th house to the natal moon, shows the success over enemy. Sun and Mars position are indicating the physical and mental stress and pain, which is going to be key thing here. But the good thing is both the planets are in retrograde position. Both the planets are in debilitated position. So that pain and stress may be reduced level, not fully, because the Sun and Mars are debilitated and with less power. So this is what we have seen in the transit, and it clearly indicates the transit position, the majority of planets favoring sitting Vice President KamalaHarris compared to former President Donald Trump. All the reports and other things going on, and showing the close race and other thing, it is history in the making. And it's not going to be easy, but there will be some chaos and mental stress and all those things, not only for the candidates, also for the people like us. In future videos, we will talk more about basics, insights, and myths about Vedic astrology. It will be a series of interesting topics. I hope you will enjoy. Subscribe to the channel so that you will get the notification whenever the new videos are released.